Hello Knight here, welcome back to my Napoleon Total War campaign playing as Prussia. We're finally closing in on the French. I think they have maybe 3 territories left, and this is one of those 3 territories. We're going to take Brussels from them now. He doesn't have much chance against us. He's got a 12-pounder, and he's got some Swiss line infantry, but that's about it really. As always, the problem is the morale. 12 morale for his guys. Even these guys have 9, same as our regular infantry. So it's a bit scary. Anyway, let's assault these guys. He's got 1 artillery piece, so we'll go in, kill that off, and then he'll have to come and advance slowly towards us. We're about to use our battery to destroy them. Karl Wilhelm von Grollmann, this is his first battle, I think. So if they're going to set up in the town, so probably, I don't know, we can maybe swing round here, use the woods as a... I don't know, these woods are going to be fairly critical. They're finally kind of between both of us at the moment. But he'll probably sit there, so it might be that we can advance into the woods and hold it. And we can probably use the town to shield our cavalry to get close to his artillery. That's what I'm thinking. That's the plan, I think. Maybe swing round. Let's have a look. Yeah, maybe swing round with the cav round here. We need to... Where's his artillery? Oh, it's right in the town. That's good. Gosh. Well, that was our deployment zone for a moment. Ours is here. I thought this was ours. We were really close, but no. So we can use the artillery. Will be screened, I think, by their guys. Let's form up a battery. I think he's got 1 cav, so we don't have to worry too much. We can probably go for... Oh gosh, this is awkward. There's only really a small gap where the artillery can fire on them. Well, there's a slight hill here. This will do. This will do nicely. Let's go here. I don't like that fact that that unit is quite low. Let's put them there. I'll put the grenadiers over here. We need something pretty tough on this flank. And we'll put these grenadiers here as well. Can I not get them to deploy? Okay, that's fine. General to the centre, so we've got to be careful he doesn't get a lucky hit on us to begin with before we killed off his artillery. So we're going to do that. The other guys will just form up in line. A nice long line. We don't need to set back at all, I think. I'm just going to slightly... do want to grab the woods if we can. Fusiliers, they're kind of a... I find it difficult to employ Fusiliers tactically. They can't form square. They're really kind of halfway between musketeers and light infantry. They kind of had the worst aspects of both, in my opinion. They'll run pretty fast. I think we'll keep them in reserve because I can't decide what to do with them. But they're going to be on this flank. I think. Have I left enough to protect the artillery? He's only got 1 unit of cav. I think I'm going to put 1 unit of cav here. Just form up a brigade of 2 regiments over on this side. I think in Napoleonic times most brigades were 2 regiments of cavalry. 8 squadrons, I think. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was the case. And we're gonna try and use these guys to kill the their artillery. If we can get in there quick. Let's see how we do. Let's kick it off. He's still deploying at the moment, so if we zoom in with our guys, with these guys here. It's really only artillery. Once we've destroyed the artillery, he's in terrible trouble. He'll have to basically come towards us slowly. He's got some chasseurs of cheval, but we should be able to get a hit on these guys. Maybe I'm gonna... He's throwing some guys out to that flank. Don't seem to be going that fast actually. Damn, he's bringing up some garrison troops. Right, well we're going to throw our guys forward, so we're going to come through the woods. Going to push up through here. And we're going to push these guys up as well. Are we getting them? See if we can hit these on the flank. Go, go, go. Oh, go. No, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on. Damn, damn, damn. Come through here. Come through here. Come through here. Run, run, run. Oh, God. This isn't really going too well. Oh, dear. I'm wondering about pulling them out, actually. Let's pull them out. They've already hit. We're really getting hit now. 110. He's actually coming straight for us, so he's got too many troops around. Let's pull back. We lost 10 guys, which is not too bad. The artillery is actually coming for us, which is fine. Oh my god, oh my god. Just walked right in front of this French garrison unit. We lost another 20 odd, 30 odd guys there. We're going to move these infantry up. I'm a little bit worried about the situation we've got ourselves into here. We're going to move these cavalry to here to hold the flank, to join these two units up. Why are they run there? They're actually supposed to be going back this way. We've taken more and more losses, so we've lost that unit. They've run away. When I say lost, they've run away. Let's continue to hit the artillery. That did not work out well. Trying to run it.
Victory, sir, is
really?
soon to be yours.
All through here. Got to watch those chasseurs. Got some cav on this flank. They won't be able to deal with the chasseurs in a fight, a straightforward fight. Let's in fact put these guys here. Let's run them. Okay, I think that's okay. I think things are going okay. Whoops. So let's see what's going on here. Let's try and form up a brigade here. Let's run them. Keep the artillery firing. Okay. Could probably swing round actually. Just take these guys in the flank. Nice and close. Let's come around here. Let's run. Fusiliers line. Not really a good idea to charge Fusiliers line.
Sir, our general is under attack.
Is he? I don't think he is. Maybe it's artillery. I'm going to try. Let's swing up. Swing round rather. I'm going to try and push through. This brigade's going to try and go right through these cav. Okay, this is going okay. Remember, we only need to push them back. The Fusiliers are doing a good job here, I think.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, come on. Our cavalry is so fragile. Oh, his artillery's gone. That's good. Just as a cheval. Let's just save our cav. Let's hit this square. The square's going. These guys are pouring a withering fire on this square. Let's move up. This is going okay, I think. rather a lot of troops over here. We're going to focus our artillery on, not to use barrage, over on here, because it's got a lot of troops on this flank. We've lost our cav. We only need to rout these guys, we don't need to do anything other than that. Let's keep chasing after them so they don't rally. They probably will rally. Since their morale is so high. Let's hit this guy. Let's throw these guys back, just try and save the unit. Come on artillery, do your stuff. Whenever people stand, that's when you need to hit them with artillery straight away when they start firing at you, because obviously you're going to suffer hits otherwise. There's no cavalry around here, so we're in pretty good nick. Should be able to hit them. Yeah, we can. We can hit them pretty well. Let's throw these guys over here onto the flank. We'll leave this guy chasing them off. They're only broken, you see, so we're going to make sure we keep them running. Okay. This is going okay. Let's move the cav forward to try and disrupt their attack. A bit of a state here, to be honest. I think we need to refocus the artillery over here. See if we can hit these guys. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Good, they're gone. We're firing right the way along their line here, so that's very good. God, they've actually rallied. Let's go this way. Let's fall up behind them. Well, let's fire on this unit. So it's causing us some trouble. These cav can keep these guys going. So the grenadiers in. Get some armed citizenry. That won't last too long. Okay, that's pretty much done, I think. What I think we need to do is attack these guys again because they've suddenly rallied. We're going to charge in the back of these guys. Fusiliers are doing a good job on them. They're very accurate, of course. Let's move up the Fusiliers. They're really putting a withering fire down, to be honest. Okay, so it looks pretty good. Everyone's being chased. We're going to turn off the artillery. I think we're probably doing more damage then to our own troops than anything else. Let's turn these off from fire at the moment because we've got guys running across in front of them. Move up the general. Whoa. Oh God. I hadn't noticed that they had actually stopped firing. I'm going to use them as cav. Let's put the general inside the unit, inside the square. I think he's going to hit my artillery. God damn it. I don't think he has actually. There we go. 30 guys against 29, so that'll be a fairly even battle. Let's come out square. To here. General here. Who's standing now? Is anyone standing? Don't think they are, to be honest. They're gone. I wish that they would just continue to pursue once they're in melee with them. They just seem to let people go, which is really annoying. Right, I think we can probably fast forward now. I think it's basically over. John did very well. Let's inspire someone. Bit of fun. They're broken. Okay, let's end the battle because it's a siege battle. Took rather more losses on that Jaeger, mounted Jaeger unit than we needed to be honest. They lost 1,000, they lost 4,000, which is good. Killed a couple of hundred of our own men. That's not too bad for me. That's those of you who watch my games will know. Wow, 549 chevron. And pretty much not really much in the way of experience for the others. Pretty standard kind of battle really. Let's peacefully occupy. Can we repair? We can't because we've got no cash. Right, okay, so let's just show you what's going on. I think the French have 3 regions left. They've got Paris, Napoleon is here, and they've got Reign, Picardy, Champagne, and that's it. That's all they've got. I think I'm pretty much in a good stable position here. I don't think that I want to move any further back. These guys are replenishing in Switzerland, and we'll maybe put together a couple of stacks and we'll head towards Picardy. I think next will be the next thing to fall, and obviously Paris will be the final nail in the coffin of the French. I don't think there's anything else I want to do. I really need to look over here in the east, things that are not too good at the moment. Don't think we can actually move any further, to be honest. We've got a general here now, Massenbach, Christian Karl Massenbach. I think we are recruiting guys here. We are. We've got some very good troops, foot guards turning up here now soon, and some light infantry. Are these light? No, they're not. They're just very, very good troops. Elite infantry. Yeah, it's here. I'm a bit worried about this. If there's a stack here, we're in trouble. We're going to lose something, I think. You do get a garrison, of course. It never tells you what the garrison is, does it? It's kind of a bit guesswork with Darthmod. You don't really know. Region captured, southern Netherlands. I think we're done. I don't think there's anything else. I've got to hold this bridge in case Napoleon comes down. I think Blucher can probably disappear into the woods. He's actually in ambush mode anyway, but he's taken a few hits. He fought a very good bridge battle here. I don't know if you remember that a couple of episodes ago, or maybe last episode. Maybe do a bit more. No, we can't do any more raiding. Well, saying that, perhaps we could. That's ours actually. I was going to raid that, but that's ours. That's ours as well. What can we build here? Let's have a look. 38 gun frigates. I mean, this is the port we need, because it can give us some decent ships. Yeah. 74s, carronade frigates, 122, ship of the line. Yeah, it's all stuff that really we need to try and capture Paris as soon as possible. There's no one else on the scene at the moment. The allies here, seeing Norway, Denmark, they just seem to be sitting around doing not very little at all. Oldenburg is allied. They're all at war with France, but they're not really pushing forwards at all. Okay, well, let's end the turn. Let's end the turn and we'll see what the French do. They have very few options now, I think, to speed things up. There's Napoleon. He's doing something a bit random. He's done to raid Rouen, and it looks like he's heading towards Caen in Normandy. But that's fine. He's leaving Paris, or rather Picardy, to us. So I'm sure we can put together a decent couple of stacks. Army group, army court, move on Rheims. Something happened there. I'm not quite sure which. So we can zoom down here. Oh god. Oh, actually it's only one raider by the looks of it. Between Greater Poland. So he needs to head towards, where have we got? Got one here in Magdeburg. Let's go there. Enemy raid, Krakow. God damn it. That's so annoying. We can't actually repair it because he's sitting in it, which is really annoying. And Napoleon has raided here. Well, I think we can take on Napoleon, to be honest. Here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, being a city, don't think it has a fortress. It does not. But I think we could take Napoleon on. He's got good troops. Don't get me wrong. But he's 1, 2, 3, 4 units down. Chasseurs of Cheval are so good, to be honest. They are such good units. Oh! Ah! So we need to hold that. We need to move down to here to try and get across the border, and we're replenishing gradually, slowly. And he can't reach us here, that's good. Let's see if I can get rid of that. Can you hear that noise? It's really annoying. It just suddenly in this game, it's suddenly... Let's do something with sound. It's just suddenly the sound card seems to have a problem. Okay, well, sorry, we'll have to put up with that for a moment until we switch over to something else. First of all, we've got to repair this. We need to build that because we're not going to... Certainly are not going to lose that. We're never going to build troops here, so I'm going to destroy that. In fact, we're going to destroy that as well. All we're going to do is repair that main building. Yeah, we're never going to build troops here, ever. That would just not be an option. Now, we could go down, although he's got a big garrison there. We're going to have to bring up these guys, I think. We're going to have to put together a couple of stacks. I don't think he can get down towards Marseille. He can maybe get down here, which is a bit annoying. I'm wondering whether to come forwards and go into a ambush position. Trouble is, he may get round us then, which would be very uncomfortable if he did. Brandenburg, couple of units. Okay, well let's. These are really good. We're going to have a very good army actually here. Eventually, when it all gets together. And this guy, I think he can probably take this guy out. Libyan Kulagu, mounted infantry. Okay, let's attack him. This will be quick. But I don't want to auto-resolve. I think we can do better than auto-resolve, to be honest. Kismet Ziadun. Ziaudin. Okay. Certainly is Kismet. I like the land. It's very interesting. Deployment zone is quite interesting. Well, that's his, of course. Right. Walk slowly towards him. Down to here. And he'll do the pursuit, start battle. Let's move forwards. Don't want to be too wide. Keep the general up.
Damn this weather, sir! Wet powder makes misfires a certainty.
I presume that reduces accuracy. Or reload skill, I don't really know, to be honest. If anyone knows, let me know. Maybe a couple of volleys will be enough, and maybe a charge into the rear. Would just be in range. Stay here because I think that could be in range. Really want to get them to move just before we come into range. But of course they can fire on the run, these guys, so it's a bit of a pain. Just beyond these woods. So we've got some shelter. Right. Let's take the woods. Let's charge in. We're only doing this to try and break up their pattern of fire. Very interesting. We should pull out immediately once we hit them. Firing at will. Hit them, hit them, hit them. Oh shit. Shit. Damn, lost 30 guys there. Right, let's pull out. Let's run, run, run. We should be running. God, that was terrible. Let's go back towards our guys so at least we can draw them onto our...
Our men are running, sir.
They certainly are. Square. Okay, they're cool. Let's just go. Let's get stuck in. Oop, I think we're hitting our own guys in the back. Let's turn off. Okay, these two guys need to get stuck in. Yeah, that was not good. We halved that unit. And this unit's taking terrible losses as well.
Our men are running, sir.
Wow, these are good. These guys are good. $132 of them. Wow. Okay. Now we're starting to get some action. Let's get in the back. I really want to stop the square from firing. Just want it to be passive. So it's all bayonet work. They're gone. But as I said, we lost half of that unit. Let's continue because I want to kill them off. Stop firing. I've actually turned him off fire, but he's still firing. See, all these guys have been turned off fire, but they're still firing. $46, $59, so we lost half that unit, plus about 60 guys, maybe 100 guys. Let's speed this up. Well, that was an interesting... oh gosh, it stopped. That was an interesting battle because they are good troops. Okay, I just want to kill these guys off so they don't go and raid and cause more damage and cost me more money. Hopefully they're gone. They are. Let's repair this. These will repair. That was not good. We lost a lot of guys actually. It's got to sit here anyway. In fact, I think what we may do is withdraw the army. We're going to draw it back towards here. It's going to take 2 turns to actually get there. So we may be in central Poland or eastern Poland. We'll be able to... yeah, maybe eastern Poland we'll be able to put together a decent army. We need to do some more work. We've got plenty of artillery. Got 1, 2, 3, 2 cav. I think we need more cav in this army. We've only got 3. Let's have a look and see what we can recruit. Decent cav. There's too many cav, I think. Those 2 should be enough. Got these 2, sorry, these 2 here, plus the 1 unit there, that's 3, plus 4, 5. 5 cav is plenty. Can we have another army? We could actually, probably. Probably, but not this turn. I think we'll do some upgrading, if we can. Certainly do that. That's interesting. Don't want a supply depot there, that's a waste of time. Do we need that? I don't think we do. So we need to repair, or do... no, it's not worth repairing that until Napoleon's out of the way. Again, that's too much on the border. These are just not that good, to be honest. 18 turns to get your money back. Well, we'll go for it. We've got plenty of cash. Okay. Alright, we'll go for that. That's it, I think we're done. Okay, so no more armies, but I think we're fine. Just on research, we now have Liège, so we can now go for something else as well. General Staff? Maybe? Are we building a Court of Appeals anyway? That's the other thing we need to look at. I'll look at that in a moment. We may not be able to... Yeah, I think we're going to go for... well, actually here is probably the way we want to go for it. Still 17 turns for there. Liège will go for... a money thing? Electric system. Modern rifles. That would be nice. I think we're going to go for modern rifles. 34 turns. Oof, that's a long way off. Okay, something that's not so crucial. 18 turns. We'll go for that. Money. We're going to go for this, but we'll probably use... I think what we're going to do, we're going to move the guys out of Heidelberg into Magdeburg. Yeah, the guys who are in Heidelberg are going to move to Magdeburg. That's what I've decided. We're going to have everyone in Magdeburg. This should help to reduce the time frame for the and we need Court of Appeals, wasn't it? Okay, gosh. We're moving him over. Right. Okay. One more turn, so we lose one turn of them developing. Court of Appeals. Are we doing Court of Appeals? We are. So that'll allow us to do more research. Move down to here. Are we doing Military Academy? We've got Military Academy. So one more extra general. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're pretty much on our way to having all of the elite troops. Not many more that I can afford this turn to produce. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 3 of these guys, these foot guards, will head west, and we're going to, as I said, we're going to put together a good army here. That's let's leave this guy. We're going to head up towards here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cav. Need some artillery in here. That'll obviously cut down the amount of right, okay, that's fine. Let's go on the bridge, as always. Excuse me. Not quite on the bridge. We're close to it, but not quite. Oof, okay, well, fair enough. Fair enough. We need a second army. So obviously we need to move him into here. And 1 unit. We need to take out 1 unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll take out the weakest unit, which is probably this one. And this army here will take the general. And we'll move him up to support the advance. This needs to go in here so it can replenish. This will be our strategic reserve. It's replenishing pretty damn fast actually. I don't think we can get any more generals. 7 of 7. Yeah, so once these are replenished, these will come up and be the reserve army, strategic reserve that we can push into. And it's going to be a turn, isn't it, before we can attack. Here, take it. That's where do we want to go? Let's try and cause Napoleon as many problems as possible. Let's go here. I'm not trying to definitely block the bridges, but these are just not choke points so much as like information points. If we can hold here, for instance down here, probably it's worth going here actually. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's end the turn. Ah, that's interesting. We may be able to dash in and get Paris. I don't think it's quite on the cards yet. But having Napoleon over here is obviously ideal for us. It means we can maybe kill off the French. So I'm not going to fight this. We'll just let him continue to besiege us, to be honest. Yeah, that's not a problem for us at all, to be honest. Let's besiege Rang. At the moment we're going to continue the siege, and we're going to move up this reinforcing army to here, and then we'll see if they'll... I'd like them to actually just surrender. There we go. Now, where's Paris? Paris will be next turn. We're going to destroy that and put in a... actually, can we just... Can't change building type until it's repaired, can we? So we've got to repair it and then change the building type. Okay. Region captured. Good stuff. It's under control. All in Brandenburg. Construction report. Spain is completely destroyed. Good stuff. They had the Balearic Islands down here, which is now owned by the United Kingdom. Which again is quite interesting that they're actually carrying out attacks in that way. Looking to the future here, we maybe move Blucher down here to try and get into a fast replenishment area, or a faster replenishment area. That's slightly better. We'll get that army up quicker by moving it into there. We need to take out this army. We can't have that wandering around. Saying that, I don't think I can actually reach it this turn, which is a bit of a pain. It won't be replenishing because it doesn't have a general, but it could actually go into one of these areas here. Still got this army for the march on Paris. We're going to get a bit close. I think it's time to start closing in. We need 3 stacks, I think, to take out Paris, or maybe 4. Is it time to bring this up? Let's have a look and see about the reserve army. Is it up to strength yet? Nearly is. Can maybe leave these 3 guys to replenish. I'll start thinking for the future now. We've got... what have we got here? We need to put together a good scratch army. Let's move the cav as far as they'll go. Let's move them to here. I'll move the artillery in. I'll then bring this general in here. Okay, so we want a couple more cav and 2 infantry. 2 cavalry, 2 infantry we need to put in. So the cav will be quite a way off actually, but we need 3 infantry. Or was it 2 infantry? Let me just check again, sorry, my mind's going. It's 2 of each, 2 cav, 2 infantry. So we'll send 2 of these guys, a couple of foot guards down to here, The other guys will head... Where will they head? What are we going to do? What are we going to do here? I think I've got enough troops to take out France, to take out the French. So what I'm going to do is keep this army here and simply carry on recruiting it. So we've got an army kind of centrally placed in... yeah. So money, I haven't checked that for a while. 11,000, that's fine. We can certainly do another army, I think. We just need some light cav. 3. These two are heading towards our Eastern Polish army. Which will then do is just push out some infantry. I think just have a strategic reserve here. Okay, anything more? We didn't take any losses here, did we, at all? So we're looking good for an attack on an assault on Paris. Even if he's got 2 stacks, we'll have 3. Oh, I've got to move this guy. What to do, what to do? What I think I'm going to do is send another cavalry unit back to Berlin. This army here, I don't know whether to get it moving now. I think we are. We're going to get it moving now. We are. We're going to leave this guy here and this guy here. We're going to continue to let them replenish. The other guys will move up to here. I've got a feeling we're still not going to be able to hit them this turn, this forthcoming turn. And we're into early November now. We're starting to get into winter attrition, although we shouldn't get it in the middle of France, around Paris region. Okay, we've got a lot of cash still. Let's have a look and see what we can do here. Just gonna have a look and see what's happening on public order. So it's really Switzerland. Let's change the building to a magistrate. Hopefully that will deal with public order, because it's almost on naught. Do have some troops here, not much. Over here, can we put this into payment? Should be able to. Yeah, we will be able to. There we go. Okay, so the British are now raiding here as well, just to add to the French problems. What we do not want is someone to dash in and get Paris, this France region. We need to grab it. As you can see, they've only got, in fact, it's 1 territory left now, which is France region. So things are looking bad for them. We don't want them to attack us too quickly here. It's like to take losses, but not many. Can maybe do it in 1 turn if they don't attack us and take Caen. But even if they take Caen, if we take Paris, then they're in a much worse position. Paris will definitely be their main recruitment area. If you look at artillery, infantry, construction, it's got a lot of good stuff here actually. Great arsenal. You get 12-pounders here. Oh, what was that saying about war weariness and bankruptcy predicted? That's all good for us. Devastation by our armies. Yeah, they're really in trouble. They're very much in trouble. We could do. Can we besiege to cut all their taxation off? I don't think we can until next turn. It's going to be next turn before we can do it. We've got to watch some of these armies breaking through. That's the only thing we've got to watch for. Okay, well let's. I don't think it's. Let's have a look. See if we do some roads. Wow. Metalled roads. Well, let's do that in here because that will be a big thing. That will help our trade. Let's do that. We should be able to get a much better response now for the development of that research. Oh god, it's gone over here, so we didn't see what the French did. That's unfortunate. I wish we could have stayed over the other side. I'm hoping the Austrians and the Russians will fall out and fight. It'd be nice if we could grab Lemberg from the Turks. I suspect the Russians will get it before we do, though. Norway, Denmark, we don't want them grabbing any more territory, and the Ottomans didn't seem to do very much either. So let's have a look and see. Construction report. Loads of stuff in Brandenburg. There's a general available, but we can't. Oh, Eisenhower, he'd be nice to get. But we can't actually get them to. Okay, we're just waiting for 2 cav now. There's 2 cavalry over here that we're gonna. We were moving some back anyway, weren't we? I think we were moving this guy back. He was a really good guy. Do you find if you move through some of the towns, you then get a little boost of movement? It's weird. Anyway, so we'll have 3 cav, 4, 5, 2 of them going, 4. So artillery really, I think next. 12 pounders, yes, definitely. 4 or 5, iffy. We need some Jaeger. I'll get some Prussian Fusiliers. And that's it. That's all we're going to do as regards that army. That will be 9, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not 9, 7. So that's 16 guys. So we've got well on our way to having a nice strategic reserve here in case someone decides to attack us. This guy cannot move anymore. I'd really love to come down here and try and take. It's being besieged by the Russians at the moment, so we're not going to be able to take that. That's fair enough. Let's have a look and see what we can do in terms of development. Don't want that supply depot. 3,500. That's rather a lot. Don't want to repair that yet. Oh, he went to go raiding, which is good. I think Paris will fall. Can we afford to do that? Still a risk they'll raid. I think we'll fight the battle and then invest in that if we need to, if we can. Same thing there. If Paris falls, same thing there. We'll sort that out. We can definitely afford to do that because it's in a very safe. Cleve Marks is very safe, and probably here as well. Just for the future. Okay, they're still replenishing. This guy here, how far can he get? Damn, he can't get into. See, the game's over. If we go here, this army, gosh, a load of troops actually. Let's continue to besiege. We'll move this army up. They won't surrender, of course. That's just impossible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've got some foot guards here. Some grenadiers, rather. That's pretty good. I think that we can take that. And that is slightly out of control, but we can probably reduce that and get it under control. There we go. Can we get this guy down as well? Right, we were going to do something over here, weren't we? Put a magistrate. Should get things sweet. I'm thinking more about the future now. What's going to happen? It's kind of a bit. If you look at things diplomatically, we should already be thinking about who's our next enemy, but we just don't know at the moment. The French Empire has won, and everyone hates them. Well, not quite. Portugal likes them for some reason. Sardinia. We may take some of the. We might just have to wait, you know. We're loved at the moment. Everyone is very friendly towards us, up in the hundreds. So you may have to go for some of these countries. I mean, although they're going to drag us into war with other people, so that's not really a goer, to be honest. We'll have to wait for a war to develop, I think. So we'll have to try and be a bit flexible. This army here, for instance, I think probably. I've got this army we can move up as well, haven't we? Move him up. He can come up and add to the besieging, just to make sure. So we've got 3 armies here. Yeah, what's going to happen is that these guys are going to head back. They're going to try and take up a strategic position. Who is our enemy? Who's going to be our enemy? This is the question. I think it's probably... I think we need to move back towards Austria. That's my view. Let me know. Let me know what people think. We're definitely going to move back towards Austria. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. This guy's still replenishing, but we can move into... It's as broad as it's long, actually, to be honest. But should be back shortly into full strength. So we just need... I don't know. Oh, we're going to check out our research, want to see how that affects. So all those guys being there, 7 of them, it's still 15 turns. That's going to cause a bit of unrest, I think. Oh no, it doesn't actually. That's good. Okay, that will help us. Right, so he'll replenish once he's in here. And we're putting together a pretty good army here. Pretty strong army. Plus we'll have this army in Munich, I think. One in Brandenburg, one in Bavaria, one in over here. I like that. I think that's good. He's still a turn away or so. Oh damn. Damn, that's gonna... We'll be able to get there next turn. Yeah. In places like this we can't really attack. Saxony is... they're allied, the Austrians. However, were the Austrians to be at war with us, we could maybe do that, although there's 2 stacks there, you see. This is what I'm saying about the future. We've got to look to what's going to happen in the future. I mean, it might be Britain. We might end up invading Britain, that's possible. Do a knockout blow on Britain. But Britain is very much friendly, I think, with... yeah, I mean, they're loved. You know, and they're allied with everyone, basically. If we attack Britain, we're in trouble. Right, well... Which army is going to attack? This one, I think. A couple of Fusiliers. Fair amount of cav. He doesn't have a fortress, which is good. I think we're up around 55 minutes, something like that. So I think we're going to fight the Battle of Paris in the next turn. For some reason, we've managed to decoy Napoleon over here towards Caen. He's left his capital open. Once this goes, they'll be dead. The French will be dead. The campaign against the French will be over. We will be at peace. Well, we won't, because the Ottomans will still be there, but they're on their way out, basically. This is under siege. What's happening down here? Don't know, do we? Be nice to try and take that. Though how quickly we could get there is quite problematic, to be honest. Can we recruit here? Nothing too much. I'm looking to see if we could get a army round to attack the Ottomans. It's kind of a bit strategically isolated. If we took that and then the war with the Austrians developed, we'd lose that straight away. What we want to do is ideally the Russians will attack the Austrians, and then we can take out Austria itself, this area, territory here, Tyrol, Bohemia, maybe Saxony, and that will be nice and strong in Central Europe. That will be ideal. Yep. Okay. Well, I think, as I said, we're going to fight this in the next episode because it's going to be quite a long battle. Let's queue it up. Let's have a look at there. No general, of course. 6,800. It gives us the advantage. We could even auto-resolve this. That's possible, and it would all be over. But we'll probably fight it. It would be quite nice to fight it. It has no cav whatsoever, so we can get in there, kill his artillery off, and then it'll just be a question of watching his guys walk slowly towards our troops, shooting them dead. Okay, thanks for your time watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Things are moving to a close around Paris now, and then it really is, well, I say, quite problematic who our next enemy is going to be. We really need a war to develop between a couple of our allies. That's the way to run it, I think. Or try and find a small country that isn't actually allied to our the major coalition powers, and one that we can strategically hold. There's no point in taking it if it's going in the middle of British territory or Russian territory or Austrian territory, and we then declare war and then we'll lose it straight away. Okay, take care. Hope you're enjoying the campaign. I am. I always finish these games wishing that I could carry on, but an hour is about the limit now for my time, unfortunately. Take care. I'll be speaking to you soon. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.